Good morning. So we can go out for one walk a day. So I've decided to come to the cemetery where I'm highly unlikely to meet people because they're all dead. Well, I hope they are anyway. I hope I don't get accosted by anyone rising up out of the grave. I brought my dogs. Here they are. Say hello, Ollie and Billy. That's Ollie and Billy. Right, and I'm going to flip. Oh no, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to try and do this in one take. So, dogs off the lead. Let's walk round. Here, come here, you two. Go on. Oops. They think I've got a ball, so they're just waiting patiently for me. So, why a graveyard? Well, they're very interesting places. If you're going to go for one walk, you might as well come to somewhere inspirational. And, I mean, realistically, no one's going to come here, are they? What I love about them, especially this one, this is a general cemetery, by the way, in Sheffield, are all the names and dates of people. So this is the first one I've come to. Look at this. Can't even flip it. Look at this, okay? In memory of Mary Woolhouse, who died September the 18th, 1877, aged 35 years. Not very old, that. Now, I'm going to show you loads of graves, and I want you to think about all these lives. You know, that... I mean, is it tragic? Is it just natural? Is it the way things go? Sacred to the memory of Robert Jackson, who died August 28th, 1864, aged 63 years. That means he was born in 1801. There's someone else in here that's born in 1799. Imagine what life was like back then. Crazy. Much different than it is today. Look at this one. Okay. Sacred to the memory of Thomas Sterling Esquire, merchant, Sheffield, who died on the 2nd of October 1863. Aged 71 years, so he was born in 17 something. My maths is terrible. 1792. Gosh, 1792. Got a low battery, so while my battery's running out, have a look at this. Okay, look at this church. Check that out. A spooky old church. There is nothing more inspirational than that. Look at this name, Ebenezer Hall of Abbeydale Park, died June the 28th, 1911, aged 90 years. And that one over there, Vernon and Vincent Woofenden. Were they brothers? Were they secret lovers in those days? Who knows? And anyway, this church. So, while I'm walking around, I'm thinking, do you know what? I could choose one of these people. Maybe think about their life. Maybe look back in time and write a little story about it. I might do it later and tell you and show it to you. Check this door out of the church. See, what I like about this, well, I don't like it, I think it's vile, is the contrast between the reverence and the architecture of the church. It's only marked Victorian, by the way. And the desecration of that graffiti. I want to know who those people were. You know, what was so wrong in their lives that they decided to do that? Look at this, look, they've smashed some head off. Can you believe that? Where the dog's gone? Ollie, Billy! Ollie! Oh. So, let's go around this way. Come on, you two. Now, the General Cemetery, as you may or may not know, it's well worth a visit if you're in Sheffield, is where all the very wealthy merchants of Sheffield were from, and all the wealthy steel manufacturers. You can tell just by the size of the graves. Look at this one here. Okay, don't giggle. You're probably going to giggle at this one. Look. In memory of Fanny Guest, who had departed his life September the 17th, 1837. Aww. Age 1 year. Charles Latham Guest, who died April 28th, 1848, aged 7 years and 9 months. It must be sweet in childhood to give back the spirit to its maker, ere the heart has grown familiar with the paths of sin and sown to garner up its bitter fruits. That's really quite beautiful, actually, and very true. Okay, enjoy being young while you can, you guys. Don't listen to us adults that tell you to prepare for your adulthood, because it's mostly rubbish. Oh, come here, dogs. Billy, Ollie, come on. So, yes, we're going to go and visit the grave of a gentleman called Mark Firth. Now, Mark Firth gave his name to Firth Park in Sheffield, Firth Hall, the university building, the big red brick one that you might have driven past, especially if you've been, it's right opposite the Children's Hospital. Octagonal, very interesting architecture. His money paid for that. His money paid for a lot of things. Now, just look at some of these graves. That's a truly Gothic scene. We're going to do some Gothic writing later as well. Have a look on the school site if you can get on. Look at that pointy one over there. It looks like a rocket. What'd you do if it just suddenly took off? That'd freak me out. Alien Graveyard. That's a good name for a story. Where do aliens bury their dead? In space? Or, I don't know, in mashed potato. That is why we come to your earth, for mashed potato to bury our dead. Mums, dads, show them the Smash advert right now. Because otherwise I'll just think I've gone completely. There we are. There's quite a few people around actually, and they're all looking at me thinking I'm mental. Here we go. Uh-oh, behave dogs. Well, I'm going to do this in one take, so I might be talking to my dogs while I'm talking to you. Okay? I'm going to keep you online. Are they behaving? Yes. Oh, it's this one. What's his name again? Pickle. Hello, Pickle. Pickle, say hello. These are my children. Yes. He's a lovely dog. He's no problem, is he? He's really bouncy.
She can be.
Really? Mine are fairly docile now. They just ignore the dogs usually. It's great. Sorry about that. So look, this is Mark Firth. Sorry, Mark, I'm turning on your grave. It's really quite a splendid grave. It's enormous. You know, how much money did this cost? He was loaded. But then, what else do you think about when you come here? Ozymandias. Okay? I met a traveller in an antique land. I'll show you that poem later. Oh. Wow. How they're mighty. We all turn to worms, don't we? That's a cheerful start to the day. Today's theme, children, is we all turn to worms.